Thank you for listening to the Good Neighbor Podcast, West Denver. Here's a quick message from our sponsor, Local Works Wheat Ridge, provided by its Executive Director, Paige Piper.
Local Works is a nonprofit organization whose mission is to make Wheat Ridge a more vibrant and sustainable place to live and work. Our mission and action is programming that provides neighborhood revitalization and small business support, keeping and growing the businesses we know and love in Wheat Ridge. In simpler form, we provide connection. Connection to business, connection to community.
This is the Good Neighbor Podcast, the place where local businesses and neighbors come together. Here's your host, Meg Smith.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Good Neighbor Podcast, West Denver. Today, I have Dannelle Stratton with Five Rings Financial. How are you?
I am great. How are you?
I'm good. Happy. We're recording on a Friday, so I'm going to say happy Friday.
Happy Friday.
Thanks. So tell us a little bit more about you and Five Rings Financial.
I am Dannelle Stratton, and I have the pleasure of being on the Five Rings Financial team. I started with them about 3 years ago, and I spent 25 years in the military. So it's my second career, but this is definitely my passion and where I want to be.
Excellent. Well, that's good to hear. It's nice when we finally find the thing, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Awesome. So how did you get into this business?
Well, I started this journey because I was like I said, I was in the military for 25 years. And I knew that I wanted to make a change, but I wasn't quite sure what it was. And I saw one of my my coworkers, well, not my coworkers, but somebody on my team delivering a check to a family because they lived through a negative health event. And that just caught my attention. And so that was when I first started following the company. And I had already been a client by then. So I knew and liked the products. I just wasn't quite sure if it was something I wanted to do. So I started out spare time, and after spare time, I eventually transitioned into full-time and have loved it ever since.
That's awesome. Well, tell us a little bit more about why your clients like to work with you and Five Rings Financial.
Yeah, absolutely. So clients like to work with me because first and foremost, I love building the relationships with them. I really take the time to get to know them because I am a firm believer that people do business with people that they know, like, and trust, right? I take pride in all of my work, and I'm dedicated to doing what's best for the client, even if it means that we don't do business together. Maybe what we have isn't right for them. They are my number one priority. And after they become a client, I hold annual reviews with them to ensure that the product that we're working with is still meeting their needs. And but with all of that, that's not the only time that they see me. So I really become friends with them. I reach out to them all year round. I attend their events. I support their businesses. And sometimes I'll just call them to see how they're doing.
Excellent. Yeah, that's nice. I love it, reconnecting with folks on a regular basis outside of the, client typical topics. That's really good, dude. So tell us a little bit more about the products and services you offer.
Okay. So our company is located in Littleton, and we've been around for about 20 years. And so what we really focus on is the education piece, because today, we're not taught anything in high school or college about how to manage your finances in your personal life. We're not taught really how to balance a checkbook or any of that. So what we do is we take it down to the basics, and we provide that education to Middle America. And what our approach is we teach you how to capitalize on the gains of the stock market and grow your wealth. And it's all without management fees and zero loss of contribution or gains. so that way you can have a tax-free retirement. The other thing that we do as well is we build the foundation for your financial portfolio through living benefits. And with that, it you are your most valuable asset. So we protect your ability to continue to bring in a stream of income should a negative health event occur.
Okay. Yeah. And that's what you witnessed when you first were intrigued about providing the service. That makes sense. Yeah.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, and tell us about any, hardships you've gone through or the business that has improved the, outcome of the business.
Yeah. So as I mentioned earlier, I spent about 25 years in the military, and that military experience really made me who I am today between TDYs and deployments and being away from my family. That shaped who I am today. But as far as like the career portion of Five Rings, so my dad is 82 years old this year, and he spent 68 days in the hospital last year, 18 days in rehab. And I was blessed to be able to work from home with my business and step away when I needed to. Ultimately, I ended up stepping away for about 3 months so I can really focus on being there for him and being an advocate through the worst days of his life. This has significantly contributed to what my passion is and the person that I became in this phase of my life.
Hmm. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense because yeah, you really are appreciating that flexibility that your work offers and being able to support him, and that's so important. He needs you.
He does.
Yeah. So, do you have anything that's happening on a seasonal basis? We're early in the calendar year of 2024 right now. Is there anything that is happening with Five Rings Financial that you want to share from that perspective?
Yeah, absolutely. So January is Living Benefits Awareness Month. And living benefits is what protects the foundation of your life, right? Because 9 out of 10 people have a negative health event and live through it. So you are your greatest asset, and
Mhm.
protecting your ability to make money, that's huge. So here in January, with it being Living Benefits Awareness Month, I'm on a mission to share living benefits with as many people as I can.
Mhm.
Um, that's like I said earlier, that's exactly where my heart is, and I would never be able to live with myself if I had a loved one that went through a negative health event and I didn't share it with them first.
Yeah, absolutely. You want to empower them. So, what do you do in the community to stay involved? I know Five Rings Financial is very active.
Yeah, we are. Um, well, for obvious reasons, I love to support and volunteer in the veteran community.
Mhm.
I also volunteer at my children's school a lot and within the community itself.
Mhm.
I attend a lot of local events, such as in supporting small businesses um, through clothing drives or food drives. And I just love working with organizations that align with my interests or causes that I'm passionate about.
That's awesome. And then what are you doing for fun when you're not working?
Well, so I have a husband and 3 kids, and our one of our greatest passions is to travel. And so we do a lot of traveling. We also own a lake house, and so we spend a lot of time on the lake, and we love to go camping. And just for quiet time when I need my self care and recharging time, I just like to read. Um, it's what works for me.
That's great. Yeah, I'm a big reader too.
Nice.
So how should people get in contact with you if they're interested in learning more about living benefits, financial planning, all of that?
Yeah, so I have a website and I can be reached at Stratton, Stratton dot mylivingbenefits.com. You can also find me on my Facebook page, which is called Stratton Financial, or my email, which is stratton.5rings, the number five, at gmail.com.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for joining me today. I really appreciate your time.
Thank you so much for having me. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you for listening to the Good Neighbor Podcast. To nominate your favorite local businesses to be featured on the show, go to gnpwestdenver.com. That's gnpwestdenver.com or call 720-295-9588.